Good afternoon and welcome to the Asian Midday Market Watch. I'm Brian Fernandez. Let's start by taking a look at how cryptocurrencies have performed. Bitcoin is at 43,519.2. It's up 3.81%. Ethereum is at 3,015.02. It's up 5.18%. Now, from cryptocurrency markets, we pivot and take a look at how regional stock markets have been performing today. Now, we start with the Singapore Straits Times Index, which is at 3,410.68. It's down 0.31%. Across the region, we've got the KLSE, which is at 1,591.71. It's up 0.5%. Shanghai is trading at 3,439.16. It's up 0.32%. The ASX All Ordinaries is at 7,497.9. It's down 0.949%. The Nikkei is at 26,877.5. It's down 0.75%. The Hang Seng is at 24,357. It is down 0.81%. And rounding up the numbers, we've got the Kospi, which is at 2,679.67. It's down 0.92%. Now, looking across the Asia Pacific, we'll start with the headlines this morning. Japan's economy expanded 5.4% on an annualized basis in the final quarter of 2021. Now, this is according to government data that was released this morning. Still, the quarterly annualized GDP growth was below the median market forecast of 5.8%, which is according to Reuters. Now let's have a look and hear what experts had to say about market performance in the first half of the day. Shares in the Asia Pacific were mixed in trading in the first half of the day as investors in the region continue to monitor tensions between Russia and the Ukraine. Japanese stocks struggled to return to positive territory, with the Nikkei 225 down 0.6%, while the Topix index declined 0.55%. Now, Japan's economy expanded 5.4% on an annualized basis in the final quarter of 2021. Now, this according to data released today. Still, the quarterly annualized gross domestic growth was below the median forecast of 5.8%. Mainland Chinese stocks, however, were higher. The Shanghai Composite gained 0.4% by the afternoon, while the Shenzhen Composite advanced 1.401%. Hong Kong's Hang Seng traded 0.7% lower. Elsewhere, the Kospi dipped 0.55%, while the S&P ASX 200 in Australia declined 0.22%. The MSCI Broadest Index of Asia Pacific shares outside Japan traded at 0.15% lower. Now, global markets have been kept on edge amid fears of a Russian attack on Ukraine, with the US closing its embassy in Kiev. Now, overnight on Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average declined 171.89 points to 34,566.17, while the S&P 500 slipped 0.38% to 4,401.67. The Nasdaq Composite was little changed at 13,790.92. Now we take a look at rates, currencies, and commodities. The US dollar index, which tracks the greenback against a basket of its peers, was at 96.208, following its bounce last week from levels below 95.5. The Japanese yen traded at 115.38 per dollar, weaker than levels below 115.2 seen against the greenback yesterday. The Australian dollar changed hands at 0.7126, struggling to recover after last week's decline from above 0.72. Oil prices were lower in the afternoon of Asian trading hours, with international benchmark crude futures down 0.62% to $95.88 a barrel. US crude futures slipped 0.71% to $94.78 a barrel. Now that's it for BizTech's Asian Midday Market Watch. I'm Brian Fernandez. You can catch this video and podcast on our website, www.biztech.asia, as well as our various social media platforms. Please check out, like, and subscribe to our website and our various platforms. Thank you very much for tuning in.